I am Dan, and I play guitar for Engraved.
I am Corey, and I play guitar for Engraved.
I am Panda, and I play my voice for Engraved.
And I'm Phil, play bass.
How are you doing, gentlemen? No, it's a bad day in hell indeed when Phil's the only one who sounds normal when they make the introductions. How you doing, gentlemen?
Very well.
Yeah, good.
Good to talk to you again. It's been a while.
Yes,
Right.
very long.
It has indeed. So we've got a hell of a lot to get through tonight, guys. So we'll start, I guess, with your headlining show as part of Beyond the Darkness at the Back Room in Brisbane on September 14th. So the show's a benefit concert for the GI Cancer Institute, featuring yourselves, Sentiment, Void Matter, Wild Ash in Effigy, Ahiru, and more. So sounds like a pretty good gig.
Sounds like an excellent gig. I myself am quite excited.
Yes, it'll be a lot of fun.
The last one was great. The last Beyond the Darkness gig was actually my first gig with the band. It was kind of like trial by fire, and we went out, and very, very quickly all of our like skepticisms and nerves disappeared really quickly. So I'm excited to come back and smash it out again.
This would be your anniversary with us too.
Yeah.
I was like,
There you
oh, what
go.
are you going to buy him? You all come out naked or something?
Maybe in our birthday suits.
You'll have to come to the show to find out.
Well, I'm allowed to come now because the lineup's fucking decent finally. And you've actually gone from last year, you were just one of the spectators, you were playing from the nosebleed stands, but this year you're actually headlining, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bit of a step up, so there's going to be more eyes on you and more responsibility. Have you learned how to say that word yet?
No.
A responsive what?
Phil,
We can say it, I just can't spell it.
Repulsibility.
there's too many syllables to fill anyway, so we'll probably move on from that one.
No, it's cool. We actually got asked pretty much right after the set if we could come back next year, and we said yes straight after the set, and then we later on found out that we must have had a good time because we're on top of the poster.
That's awesome. And how good is the Back Room as a venue, guys? Like, I think it's probably underestimated in Brisbane because it's a little bit far out, but so people are lazy. They won't go somewhere where they can't get to easy, but as a venue, fucking pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a nice, definitely one of the better stages we played on. A lot of space, a lot of room.
Nice and deep.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a sexual thing here, Phil.
No.
one back room.
And I think we're going to move on from that because this is going to turn into pretty nasty, but we've got all the details. It is the Back Room on the 14th of September for Beyond the Darkness. It's a good cause. Tickets are $25 pre-sale for that one, or $40 on the door. So that's one thing we've got that people can go and see you at. But before that, you're also playing at Nowhere Festival at the Mansfield Tavern on May the 4th with another monster lineup over 2 stages, including Hybrid Nightmares, Nicolas Cage Fighter, Lycanthrope, Hunt Squad, probably my favourite band name ever, Deprivation, and more. So if you look across those 2 lineups alone, mate, like the quality of bands on those lineups is showing the depth of Australian music at the moment.
Definitely. It's insane. Like, you try and think of like, oh, let's do a however many 10, 12 band lineup of Australian bands, and to get a lineup so strong and anticipate such a fucking awesome show, it's going to be killer.
And which one out of all those bigger bands are you looking forward to playing with the most? There's some cool ones in there. I think Nicolas Cage Fighter would be the one I'd be most looking forward to seeing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I've only heard amazing things about the Cage Fighters.
What a band name too, though.
Yeah.
So aside from all these live shows you got happening, I know you got some more coming up interstate, but we'll talk about them later on. But I suppose the biggest thing that's happened with Engraved lately is the recent lineup changes. But the one that's closest to Heavy's heart is our very own Corey, our Coco-less sex bomb, is now your guitarist. So Corey, you shut your mouth. The rest of you guys, tell us a bit more about Coco and what he brings to the band.
If I can go first, I think there's a few things, but definitely the experience of being in a band that he has behind him definitely accommodates for what we're trying to achieve as a group. But just like understanding and mateship is probably the most important thing that comes with Corey, but also Panda as well. We all want the same thing whilst having a good time with each other, and it's a very rare thing to find. So having someone like Corey come into the group really opened that up for myself and Phil.
It's good to have people that you're good at communicating with. I've known some of these guys for quite a while, so for us all to link up, it just really made sense, and it really makes fast work of things when you have good communication and you understand what each other mean.
Yeah,
sure. And I guess the big one is that Corey's normally known as a bass player. So was Phil's spot ever in danger, or were you always going to put Corey on the guitar?
I was the one that brought him in, so I was hoping he was taking over.
Never done, Phil.
I don't know why I could decide a triangle or something that doesn't require a beat.
I don't think he's ever truly in danger until I've got a good enough body to take my shirt off.
Then you get abs like Phil, mate. He's not in danger at all. And how about from your perspective, Corey? Like, you are sort of better known for playing the bass and probably more rock bluesy type bands rather than the metal of Engraved. So how are you settling in with a different environment?
It was definitely jump in the pool with both your feet, like deep end kind of situation. But it was something I was kind of hungry for, because I started playing guitar before I played bass. I started playing bass because we couldn't find a good bass player that would play with a bunch of 15-year-olds. And then next thing you know, like 10 years later, it's become a career. I was really hungry to get back onto a 6-string guitar, or however many we decide to go. And yeah, so like it was definitely like a steep learning curve to kind of get back onto, like, retrain my hand to like stretch differently and playing a completely different type of music. But it didn't take too long to kind of jump back on that horse, and now it's kind of like I never stopped, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, cool. And the Cairns connection is even stronger with Panda coming in as vocalist, mate. So you got 3 Cairns boys in the band now. Look out.
Yeah.
Now tell us a bit about yourself, Panda, and what you bring into Engraved.
Oh, mate, I bring the, obviously the raw appeal, of course.
Raw sex appeal, of course.
A little bit of Phil.
Mostly Dan.
Mostly Dan, it is.
Dan brings all the Arab girls.
All the Zinashwakwa, the spice and everything.
Yes.
Nice, It makes a bit up boys,
just cut that part out.
No way.
Honestly though, I've known Phil for a while. I've known Corey for as long as I can remember, and it really was a surprise to me, to be asked to take up this role, and an honour too, because I've always got along with the boys. We've always spoke about doing things in the past, together for a laugh or side projects and such, and it really just was pretty incredible timing that we were all just available and reasonably accessible to each other to finally do this. And we've always, like I said, we've always wanted to do something, and our styles just match. And I think our influences, although somewhat vary, really just complement each other. And I just think this is going to be fantastic. So far, everything we've done, rehearsed, practiced, made up, has just flown. It's really brought back that joy of creating in an organic environment. It's been really great. So I'm just over the moon. I'm looking forward to working with these guys. For the long run, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It was when I originally got asked to join, because I knew that both the original singer and guitarist had left. I had Panda lined up in my head as like an option, and the singing role was already taken. And then obviously with the stuff that's happened in the past, most recently, it was a no-brainer. I think it was like, what are we going to do? And I was like, I'm going to call Panda. And then it was within 3 seconds, it was like, yes, send me the songs. and it's been seamless ever since. Like, really, really good.
Oh. And of course, you got the same problem as a lot of bands with the wayward drummer syndrome, guys. So What do you do? Put someone on the stool at the moment?
I'm letting other people talk.
Yeah, we got
You've done fucking
Tiago.
James.
Yeah, no, we got Tiago in. He's a guy from Goldie, or originally Brazil.
So
Yeah, he conducts himself very professionally,
Yeah.
which I think all of us were instantly drawn to. So
Yeah. There's
having
fitting in, and then there's fitting in, and then there's you know, where have you been?
Yeah, and I haven't honestly jammed with a drummer like that in years, where they stop you halfway through a song, go, no, we need to practice this part, and then you just practice that part 15 times.
Yeah.
Especially drummer too. Like normally they'd be there just trying to get their feet, you know, instead of jumping in.
No,
So there's
yeah,
no time.
agreed.
he's pulling my head in.
Like,
So-
you've got to sign him on a contract, guys, because there's about 10 bands I know of looking for drummers at the moment. So sign this guy.
Well,
on
he's
a
in 10 bands, so
contract.
he's already in 10 bands. He can't be in anymore. No.
we're the last one. Sorry.
That's good enough for me. And you dropped your most recent track, the Wretched one, back in February. That wasn't with Panda singing, though, was it?
No,
it wasn't.
No. So have you got any new material coming out with this new lineup?
correct.
Definitely. There'll be
By the time this comes out, within the 2 months,
we've got at least 2 singles coming up within the immediate future, and then a lot more cool stuff to come after that.
Yeah.
Cool. And like one thing I guess a lot of people don't realize when they listen to music is, along with lineup changes comes idea changes and style changes when you write new music. So how's this new music that you're writing compared to the old Engraved stuff?
I think we've gone more back.
Yeah.
But more finer tuned and more energy. Panda, the vocalist before Panda, limited us a little bit. But with Panda's range, we're actually to be able to go back to that, to what Coolio could present. So
it's going to be a nice mixture of harsh and clean vocals.
yeah.
It's going to go back to that melodic core with harsh vocals and everything in between. And even just like the last writing session we had, the songs are coming out and they're exciting us so much. We can't wait to show the world what's about to come out.
Yeah, the writing when we're together is just very fluent. It's not like before where probably myself and one other person were doing most of the writing. We're actually a band that is now writing together, and it's feeling very more natural.
Very eclectic between between us.
And the whole band's pretty much Queensland now. Like Dan lives up here pretty much.
That helps definitely.
But
I guess the big thing for fans of the band is like, are existing fans that loved your music when you first came out, are they still going to be happy with the new stuff?
Oh yeah.
Ecstatic, I
Yeah.
reckon.
Yes.
Like we said, we're going back to that original vision, but just polished and upgraded as much as we can polish and upgrade it, because we obviously want to keep moving forward. That's not to put down anything we've done in the past, but
the past was really good.
You guys are a great band, but I know a lot of fans out there with lineup changes, particularly when a new vocalist comes in, they're worried that they're going to lose the essence of the band that they fell in love with.
Not worried for a second.
Yeah. Panda is definitely something you don't want to miss.
Yeah. Well, look at the size of the cunt. You can't miss him.
I'm crouching down for them.
He has 7 foot.
He's a head over me. Yeah. I think what really leads to like the proof is in the pudding is how much we're in the practice room and we just look at each other and smile at little bits, because it's just like it's all coming together so smoothly.
Just feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. And along with lineup changes, I guess also comes branding updates and new merch. So I'm taking you guys are all over that.
Oh yeah.
Dan's all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we got-
bad smelly is.
What do you got?
Got a new line of shirts that we've already
yeah.
that will be dropping at the Nowhere Festival.
Yeah.
We've got stickers coming out, and we've got a couple more shirt designs in the making, and a few other little cheeky surprises you're just gonna have to come to a show to see.
Was that aimed at me or everyone, Corey?
Everyone. But yeah, it's almost been a year and you haven't come yet.
Well, you've already got a shirt.
Not a new one. I'm not talking about a shirt. I'm talking about coming to see his live. That was a very backhanded fucking thing. There's no space.
You can always go to our website as well. There's always a little merch update from time to time. So
Yeah.
it's always
what is that website in case there's someone listening that doesn't know?
www.engravedbandofficial.com. You can find all of the latest engraved merch, from stickers to key rings, hats, hoodies. Your essentials will all be there, and we have discount codes available through the website as well. So when you approach that site,
If you search us on Google, just add music at the end, or else you get a shitload of gold rings.
And who got those fucking things? Oh, Dory. Before we go, I understand you got a few interstate shows coming up as well, so fans outside of Queensland can see you. What's going on there?
Yep, so we're going to be down in Sydney. Well, I'm going to stay here, but these boys will be coming down in June for Ram It Down Festival. We then have plans to go to Melbourne in October and also Adelaide. So we are travelling around a fair bit, and are looking to book more shows in between those periods as well.
Very good, guys. All right, well, thanks very much for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you again. Finally, shitloads coming up. Head to the Engraved Band official website, not the Engraved Gold Ring website, and check it out.